Dude, they actually did it. They actually killed somebody in Fairy Tail. Okay, the reason I say something like this is because they actually killed somebody in Fairy Tail. I never thought that they'd do this, and just, whoa! Okay, first of all, you have Zareth coming on the scene, and then you have still Acnologia and Igneo fighting, and then he dies. He's dead. You know, the only people that they've ever killed in Fairy Tail is, Simon. And that was back to, like, Tower of Heaven arc. The Tower of Heaven arc was, like, the third arc, so for them to kill somebody again, that's just, wow. Just, wow, they actually pulled through on that. But how this chapter starts off is, you have Zareth coming in, he's going like, oh, that's my book, I think I'll be taking it now. And then there's a really big plot twist, because apparently what the Tartarus Guild's goal was to try and revive End Natsu, so I really don't know how they're going to do that. But then Zareth, he comes in and says, oh, I see Margir, so we heard, hey, yo, dog, we heard you were trying to, bring back my book. And then Zareth just throws the book, and it disappears. It goes like, yeah, the thing is that you couldn't. So he's a troll. Like, I could picture Zareth with the troll face right now. It's going like, I see, yeah, you tried to bring back in, yeah, you couldn't. You could never do it. So, whoa, that was a little plot twist right there. Then you have him talking to Natsu. He's talking about how you need to stop this, or else your life will, if you try to end despair, it's only going to bring you more despair in the process. And Zareth was right, because, yeah, he actually was right. Zareth's philosophy was right this chapter. Can't believe I actually found that. I just read that out, but you have Igneo and you have Acnologia still fighting, and he just goes, apparently Acnologia just goes destructive when he sees Zareth. He's going like, destruction! He just starts destroying everything. And then he's telling, Zareth is telling Natsu, saying that, you know, my plan was to revive N. I was actually going to do it myself, but then big old Acnologia just came in and ruined everything. Because go back to the Celestial Dragon arc, they did say that there was once a dragon slayer that defeated all these dragons. He bathed in the blood. That was known as Acnologia, the king of dragons. So then he turned into a dragon, but then thus a warrior was born. And this was somebody that could defeat Acnologia. That is known by Zareth. You see that little picture with him like having the fire and then the dragon. That was Zareth right there. So Zareth's going like, you know, I was just about to do my plan, but then big old Acnologia, he just had to step in. I mean, I could have done everything. And that's basically how it went down. And then Igneo sort of explains the reason why he was trapped inside of Natsu that entire time. As explained back in the Celestial Dragon arc, he said that you know how dragonification, I guess that's where Dragon Force comes from, because Dragon Force is like the transition from a dragon slayer to a dragon, since you have all the scales and stuff and all the power. Basically what Igneo says was that the dragons served as antibodies inside of Natsu, and Gajiel and Wendy. They all served inside them because they served antibodies, so they still had all the power, but they were never able to turn into real dragons. So it was almost like they had a strong immune system. And then as you see him telling them all about this, Natsu tries to run and go to Igneo and Acnologia fighting. He's going like, Igneo, wait! We can beat this guy. And then Igneo's going like, Brad, don't do this. You'll get caught up in the fight. And then Natsu's going like, well, you know that if we fight them together, if we team up on them, we could be invincible. And he smiles, and then it's that little sword slash thing, like Igneo and Acnologia, they go at each other, but then what Igneo ends up doing, he ends up biting off his arm, but then Acnologia goes straight through him. There's like this big gap in his chest, and we're like, they did this. They actually did this. Whoa! And I'm really surprised that they killed somebody in Fairy Tail after seeing all these Nakama. That was a Nakama power-up. The antibodies, that was a Nakama power-up. That's why they couldn't go into real dragons. Just saying. But still, they killed somebody. So we have irony. We have irony in one chapter. We got philosophy, we got irony, and we got a death in one major chapter. One of the best chapters of Fairy Tail I've ever seen. Somebody actually died. There was good action. I have to give this 10 out of 10. I loved it. Tell me if you guys loved it too, because this is epic. I mean, don't pay attention. Don't pay attention to the anime. I don't care about the anime. The fairy tale right now in the Tartarus arc is greatness. And if you guys say that fairy tale's the cancer of anime, you're talking about anime. You're not talking about the manga. And that's it for me. Be sure to drop a like if you guys like this review. Be sure to subscribe if you're new, because I make other funny reviews like this. Stay tuned for Nanatsu no Taizai. And until we meet again, see ya.